What's up guys, Winner Kills here. Welcome back to a brand new post-commentary duel video. Here we have for you today some Metalfoe Majespecter versus Atlantean Mermail featuring Tree Toad with the most up-to-date build that you guys have seen. If you have seen the most recent, the 5th edition of Test Hands for Atlantean Mermails, it's the same exact build you saw in that video. Definitely the same build, main extra, everything. Playing against my friend's Metalfoe Majespecter. You can see there's Kieran. I think that's a Steelin on the far left side of his field there. Maxi, I was able to open up with that Maxi, which is the most optimal thing that you can do with Mermails, is you want to see that Maxi. Especially since, like I said, you're going second deck. You know, Maxi is just that much better, and worked out real nice here. He's gonna go into Void Ogre instead of Ignister, of course. Obviously, it makes a little more sense to go into Void Ogre than Ignister on turn 1, because he's definitely gonna be able to get a lot of stuff out of his hand. Anyways, set all those cards, and then just put the stuff on his pendulum scale, so he's able to get all the cards out of his hand. Now you get a free spell or trap negation. Start off with the upstart goblin to try and bait it out. Of course he's not going to negate it. He was thinking about it though. Maybe he thought my hand wasn't good enough. There's the Book of Eclipse coming in super clutch. And I was waiting for like a good time to be able to showcase this to you guys, and here's where it comes up. It's just, in a situation like this, it's just one thing that will force out the negation. And if they don't negate it, then it just makes my life that much more easier to be able to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And not have to deal with a tough board. Not to say that, you know, Void Ogre is a hard card to deal with. It's just that it could have been an Infinity and a Buster Dragon, or an Infinity and some other card. It's just nice to have a card like that isn't, you know, the Kaiju engine was a much larger, having to go second, deal with things and try to out things engine. And I feel, though, as going to this format, it's a little overkill. I feel like Book of Eclipse will work just fine. Although, the one thing I really haven't tested against is a deck like Paleozoic or like the Mirror Match. Although Paleozoic would be a little tougher because having to go against first turn Tree Toads and having to like rely on a Book of Eclipse to be able to get through that would kind of suck, because they could just steal my Book of Eclipse. But that's just a really weird situation, I guess, and maybe not too realistic, I guess, or maybe it is. But the Kaijus definitely have their place. Not saying they're not good enough to make it in the main deck, as I wanted to sort of condense and refine that dealing with problem cards package. That's why I ended up with the Book of Eclipse and moved 3 Gamma Seal to the side deck, and I've been really liking it. As you see here, we're setting up the Tree Toad play. The Squallow Bahamut gonna go into the Tree Toad. There it is, or the Totally Awesome. All he's got is a token and 3 set back row. So don't gotta worry about too much. Got Diva in hand. I'm debating, because I didn't normal summon yet this turn. I was like, you know what, screw it, I'll just normal summon. And we'll go into Tatsunoko. We'll trade away those 2 bodies for more damage, because it's gonna pretty much end up being game, at least I thought. But of course there's Metalfoe counter, and negate 1, opt not to set it to my side of the field, and then add back a Dragoons, so I can use it to make a synchro with Tatsunoko main phase 2. And I was trying to set up Mulan, and I screwed it up again, probably. Sometimes, like, the Mulan setup is obvious, and then if you're me, sometimes when it's obvious, you're just like, oh, I thought I could set up Mulan, but I made this play, and now I can't do it. And I think the one issue that I have is I try to go for Moulin when it's just not optimal, or just try to do it just for the hell of it when it's not always the best play, because sometimes it isn't the best play. It activates that Metalfoe combination. But yeah, like my brother always tells me, like, you just try to go for Moulin way too much, when sometimes you have to sacrifice a whole lot more on your side of the field just to get it to happen, when you could have just made a far more substantial play doing something else instead of searching that Moulin. Instead, you could search other cards, but I don't know. That's just a little rant I had, I guess. I don't know. But you see, we got the victory there, game 1. After he ended up scooping, he's like, you know what? Maybe scooping wasn't the best idea. I could have probably played out of it, but a little skeptical about it, of course. You know, that's what he was saying. He probably shouldn't have scooped, but he ended up doing it anyways and offered just get a fresh start in game 2. He's only with Gofu and Bambuku, I think pretty much identical to his turn 1 in the last game. And you'll see I'm playing on that old Star Eater mat that I used to do all my videos on. And I forgot my my Phantom Knight play mat at home when I went to the shop, so I was like, I need to use a mat, and we have a stockpile of extra play mats in the case. So I just grabbed one and started using it. Little throwback, I guess. She's going to go for Stardust Spark, because obviously can't get all the cards out of his hand, or else he would opt to go into a Void Ogre. Twin Twister, getting rid of a Solemn Warning and a Metalfoe counter. There's the Raigeki on the tokens. Of course, he's going to Stardust Spark. Stardust Spark. And you're going to see something interesting. I'm checking Bahamut Shark's exact text because I wanted to make sure I could do what I'm about to do, which is summon Bahamut Shark, run it over for 100, and then main phase 2 use its effect. The one thing about Shark that I thought, you can't attack the turn use its effect, but you cannot attack after you use its effect. So if you attack and then main phase 2 use it, you can still attack with it and not have to worry about that restriction halting it. So that was nice. I'm able to get double Tree Toad off of it because he cannot recover after that. That poor first turn opening he had in the Twin Twister, which really ended up screwing him over because he would have been able to stop a whole lot of stuff with that. And he's going to end up scooping right there. The double Toad going to be too much for him. I would have been able to put back that Norden with one of the Toads. I probably would have added that back, seeing that I think I almost double Instant Fusion that game. So the opportunity to be able to use more than one Norden with Totally Awesome is so good. And that's what makes it all that much better than, you know, it seems to be on the surface. It's really good card. And we did get OTS 3s at this locals we had today too, which is pretty cool. My friend actually ended up pulling the Yalty Swap Frog, which I think is about 55 bucks a copy, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Got some more videos coming up soon, more post-commentary duel videos. Was able to record a few matches at this local, so hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, guys. And as always, Winner Kills signing out. We'll see ya in the next one.